Hey guys, this is Nasa, aka the Real Estate Guru. Welcome back. All right, today we're going to talk about negotiate with buyers. Last week, what we spoke about was finding buyers. Okay, so let's say you find 3 or 4 buyers that raise their hand and say, "Hey, I'm interested in that property." Okay. What we're going to do at that point, with me, if the house is vacant and I got a lockbox on there, I'll just give them the lockbox code and say, hey, go by there. Just FYI, I have other people looking at the property. Now, what you're doing is you're creating scarcity in their mind, where it's like, oh, I better hurry up and get out there if it's a good deal, and hurry up and get out there and get their offering. So I say, hey, look, I got multiple people looking at this property. This is the lockbox code. So once you look at it, first come, first serve. That's what I do, right? I don't wait to see who has the highest offer, etc. I value my relationships more than money, because when you try to do that, sometimes you're gonna piss off good relationships, okay? Even me as a buyer, somebody say, hey, look, just make an offer or put your highest and best in, whatever the case may be, I just say, hey, never mind, just keep it. And that's just me personally. But so I value my relationships, and I let them know, hey, look, sooner you get out there and let me know if this property, this deal works for you or not, we'll go from there. So let's say, and I'm gonna give a real example, I found the property for $55,000 and I sent it out for $65,000. Now, and I'm giving this as a real example, and with this particular deal, with the current climate we're in right now, we're dealing with COVID-19. So a lot of buyers are getting cold feet. So people are going out there making me offers. Offers is coming in too low, right? I got it at 55. People are coming in at 40, 45, 50, etc. One guy said, hey, the most I can do is $55,000. That's my max on this particular property. We're shopping the property around, seeing we can get it. Then we went back to our highest offer and said, hey, look, here's the situation. We can't do 55, but could you meet us halfway? Are you willing to meet us halfway and go up? What do you have in mind? Man, all right, we're trying to sell it for 65 so that we can make something. Can you do 63? No, I can't do 63. Telling you my highest is 55. So we're going back and forth. And he said, look, what's what I'll do? I'll do 57. So I said, no, I can't do $57,000, man. Now, mind you, to the viewer, I got this house under $55,000. I don't like small assignment fees. However, in the climate we in, can't be too greedy, because currently right now, as I make this video, we're dealing with COVID-19, which is a very serious issue. And a lot of buyers are getting cold feet, as they should be, So what's happening now is, hey, I can't do that, but I can do this. Let's settle on 61 so we can make a little something on this particular deal, and we both go our ways. And he said, look, man, the best I can do is 59,000. Now I went from no spread and to a $4,000 spread, okay? So I said, hey, look, all right, so we'll make that happen, but how soon can you close? And so he said, hey, I can close X date. All right, can you put up a deposit of $1,000? Sure. We agreed on the terms, okay? And the most important thing, please make sure your buyer puts up that money, because when they don't put up that deposit, they tend to disappear, okay? That, for whatever reason, that happens more often than it should. When they don't put up a deposit, they disappear and don't show up to closing, their phone breaks, an emergency in their family happens, etc. When they put up that deposit, their phone doesn't break, nobody in their family dies, etc. I know, it seems wild. With the guy, we agreed on $59,000 and we got the property sold. Now, normally I let my buyers to close in 7 to 10 days. As soon as the title comes back from the attorney, I work with attorneys who can get title searches back fast, okay? I'm saying attorneys because I am in a attorney state, which is North Carolina. You might use title companies in your state. With that being said, being that we're dealing with COVID-19, things are moving a lot slower because courthouses are closed and title searchers it's not many of them out, some are out, so things are taking a lot longer to come back. So the deal will probably take a little longer to close, but everybody's fine with that. But there had to be some negotiation. And I'm a businessman. I had to take in consideration the current climate I'm in. Okay. With this property, I told you that everybody was coming lower. One guy came at the price I had the contract for. So I wanted to use that example because not every deal is going to be $10, $15, $20,000 pop. It doesn't work like that. Base hits are fine. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not too good for a base hit. All right. But they happen right now. And currently in this climate, it's probably going to happen a lot more often due to this climate. Now, is that something we can do? Yeah, we can work on our negotiation skills with the seller by getting the property lower due to the climate that we're in. However, right now, for this example, we created a $4,000 spread by talking and we had to do a little back and forth with the buyer, but we were able to come to an agreement, okay? Now, I want to use a small deal because sometimes people get too greedy on these things and they end up losing the deal out of greed. You cannot be greedy on every deal. If we wasn't dealing with COVID-19 because I got 65, probably so. However, we are dealing with COVID-19, so I couldn't get the type of money that I wanted to get for this deal, so I had to settle for that, okay? That's how you talk to the buyer. Do not let the buyers run all over you. Some of these buyers, they run all over you. If the buyers are giving you a hard time, just don't deal with them. Keep it simple. Do not deal with them. Some buyers, they think they are the only person with cash in the market. And even with me and my experience, they think I'll tell them, hey, look, I'll close the deal myself. I don't need you, but if a buyer stresses you out, don't deal with them, okay? And you'll find some buyers are very stressful and just say, hey, just take them off your list and try not to deal with them because the stress is definitely not worth it. There's still a decent amount of buyers in this particular climate dealing with the COVID-19, but there's always more than one buyer around. And just make the logical decision for your business. And again, if you want to get my assignment that I use to assign the buyer, go to realestateguru.com. If you want more from me or access to me, you can go to Wholesaling with the Duru, okay? Wholesaling with the Duru on Facebook, okay? Or IG on Real Estate Duru. Please direct all your real estate questions to the Facebook group, please. Now, until next time, I wish you much success in your life and in your business. Peace.